to the banners here. So it brings me no pleasure in having to do this, but it's going to be all over the place today. And so we might as well just get into it. So here is the deal. So obviously the WNBA is just constantly marred in gossip and drama, and it's always off the court, sometimes on the court when people are throwing dildos on it, but that is not the case for this specific highlight, which is has been the subject of much debate and polarizing politicalization. This has been a hot button issue on the side of politics for both the right and the left. And that is the subject of what is a woman and how can they play or be defined to play in a WNBA game or with a WNBA team. So it doesn't matter, I think, which side of the aisle you're on here. I think what this clip shows and where we are in this cycle is the absolute bottom. We've essentially hit rock bottom on this issue. And this guy, Inez Kanter, has just been given way too much leash here, way too much airtime, way too much coverage. And here is, I think, the turning point in this issue. This will essentially be the crescendo. I think the fallout from this, after this, will just be Inez Kanter. We won't be seeing him much longer. Here we go. So you have Natasha Cloud, who super outspoken, definitely is somebody who is not one to mess with. She will call it how she sees it, I'll say. And so you had her and Inez Kanter getting into it. Inez Kanter is sitting baseline here. He got tickets to this game. I guess he was, paid just like everybody else. And he was there to create a scene, and he accomplished his mission.
Basketball game. Chicago staying in it. Natasha Cloud. And right before the break, this was the scene inside Wintrust Arena after Natasha Cloud got that bucket. She wanted her voice heard. We have talked about the conversations surrounding the W. That is Inez Kanter in the building today. And he has voiced how he's felt about the situation. Natasha Cloud voicing her opinion as well.
Pretty good coverage there. It was pretty even-keeled, balanced color commentary from, I think that was, I'm not sure who that was. Maybe Cheryl Miller. But, yeah, so obviously, he's there wearing a shirt that says something about, him being a woman or something. He's trying to play in the WNBA. He's labeled himself as a woman. He's trying to exploit the fact that, the WNBA themselves cannot come to terms with the fact that they should not allow transgender people to play in a league with 100% biological women. And so, yes, is this like super polarizing? Is this like a hot button issue? Yes. Is it for reasons that the WNBA could like squash immediately? Also, yes. So I think Natasha Cloud, obviously not somebody that is going to see Inez Kanter on the baseline and not say something. And I think this was ultimately where this was going. Always. This was always going to lead to something like this. So I'm kind of happy that it happened finally. And I think the WNBA will have to ban Inez Kanter. I think Inez Kanter needs to go away. I don't even know why Inez Kanter is even getting this much coverage. This guy is just a clown show. He's just not a serious person. He's not somebody who I think has any respect from anybody. Honestly, I think he is as much a pawn in this politicized, just like absolute cluster, just mosh pit. It's just what this has become is exactly what the two parties on either side of the discourse have wanted it to be.